They came in gold-plated ships, shimmering like gods, voices smooth and faces carved from elegance. To them, humans were a curiosity, no threat, no glory, just noise. Primitive bipeds with dreams too big for their brains, one of the alien scholars scoffed. They mocked Earth's music, laughed at our art, and when we asked for peace, they smiled like parents humoring a child. When the Solarians landed, they didn't come to destroy. They came to rule gently, smug in their superiority. They offered technology in exchange for obedience, culture in exchange for silence. You may keep your language, their ambassador said, but don't speak it to us, it scratches our ears. The UN met them with caution. They were stronger, faster, ageless. And yet, beneath their silk words, something trembled when they heard one phrase, Enkel Virith. The ancient tongue of the Solarians, lost, forbidden, feared. But who taught us that? We weren't supposed to know. In the underground vaults of Old Cairo, hidden in a library drowned in sand, a linguist named Dr. Myra Voss had found something curious, a carved Solarian phrase predating their own written history. Why would aliens leave a language behind here, she asked herself. When she whispered the phrase aloud, the air pulsed. And on the other side of the galaxy, the Solarian High Council shivered. Impossible, one of them hissed, the dead language is heard again. But how? Earth was young. They were never meant to hear those words. Solarian scientists rushed to Earth. You will stop, they demanded. That language is not for your mouths. But we didn't stop. Because every time we spoke it, something in them changed. Their skin flickered. Their voices cracked. They remember, Myra said. Their cells do. With each chant, echoes of ancient memories tore through them, wars long hidden, betrayals long buried. The dead language was not just words. It was truth. Language is the fingerprint of history, Myra told the UN, and we found their deepest scar. They tried everything. Silencing signals, wiping human data, arresting scholars. You will forget, they ordered. You will forget or you will fall. But we remembered. And we spoke louder. Young people learned the dead tongue on underground streams. Musicians wove it into songs. Hackers used it as a digital key to unlock alien tech. We don't fear your past, one girl said in a viral video, we speak it. The final warning came wrapped in velvet. The Solarian queen herself descended, radiant and cold. Enough, she whispered to Myra. That language was buried for a reason. We buried it. For what it did to us. Myra didn't blink. Then you buried your guilt. The queen flinched. You don't understand what it awakens. But Myra only replied, then show us. And so they did. In a global broadcast, the Solarians revealed their darkest truth. They had once been human, ancient offshoots, seated among stars, twisted by time, pride, and technology. They had erased their roots, burned their heritage, and rewritten themselves as gods. We killed who we were, the queen confessed. But your voices have called them back. The world stood silent. In a dusty plaza in South Africa, a boy sang an old lullaby in the dead tongue. A Solarian soldier fell to his knees, crying. My mother's voice, he sobbed. Across the world, more fell. The words weren't magic. They were mirrors. We thought forgetting made us powerful, said one. But you remembered for us. The occupation ended not with a bang, but with a whisper. The Solarians retreated, but not in defeat. In revelation. They no longer saw us as lesser. They saw us as echoes. You taught us who we were, the queen said before vanishing into orbit. And for that, we bow to you. Earth did not cheer in victory. We stood in awe, of what words could do, of what memory could rebuild. I thought we were just humans, Myra told the world, but we spoke the stars back to life. And the stars listened.